Hi everyone, welcome back to Griz Hub. Today I'm going to show you how to create and manage an event within the system. So to start out, we're back on the home page. We're going to click on our organization, which should show up here within your memberships. I'm going to mess around with the Student Involvement Network today. I'm going to click on my organization, click Manage Organization, and again, it's going to bring up this little hamburger menu here, which will open my organizational tools. If I click on that and click Events, this is where I'll have the opportunity to create a new event. So if I click here, it's going to take me to some basic details. So my event title for this, I'm going to say, oh, what event do I want to do? I'll do a trivia night. So for the theme here, this isn't really important. There aren't a ton of options. I would say when in doubt, go social if you feel like you can't find a theme that connects with your event. There are categories below that get a little bit more specific that you can use. So for the description, you want to make sure if you have a separate registration link included in here. So I'm just going to say a fun trivia night for students. Again, really brief, so please go into more detail on this, but for the sake of time, I'm just going to keep it simple. So this is the option where you can add co-hosts to your event. So the Student Involvement Network is part of the University Center. So I am going to request that the University Center down here is co-hosting, and I'm going to say, let's see, who else? I'll say that Campus Recreation is also going to co-host with us. So down below, this is where I can put in the time, date, and location for my event. I can also add additional dates. Say I was doing 3 trivia nights in 1 week, I could add all of them here. So this is where if it's an online event, you have the option to put in instructions for your attendees as well as the link. If it's an in-person event, you can add a helpful map if you'd like. So for me, I'm going to say it's going to be in the University Center. I'm going to put the address in, and it's going to populate a little map. One thing that's nice, if I grab this red little dot here, I can move it around to the exact location, and I can also zoom in if I want. So I'll save that. And yeah, let's see. Sure, we'll say it's tonight, and we'll say, let's see, we'll start at 7 o'clock and we'll go to 8 o'clock. So this is important down here. So Griz Hub is not only this awesome new platform for students to find out what's going on campus, join organizations, and learn about events, but campus is also using it as its new events calendar. So this portion here is really critical. If you are promoting a student-focused, student-centered event, please select that it's visible to the public. If you are, say, maybe part of faculty senate or staff senate, or another really staff and faculty or administrator organized organization, please select invited users only. This makes it so it will show up on the events calendar, but it won't show up on that kind of fun student-centered side of the site. So again, really important. If you're doing a student-centered event, make sure that the event visibility is sent to the public. And if you're doing an event where you just are inviting faculty, staff, and admins, and you don't want it to be visible to students, click invited users only. It's important to note that at this time, any event that's submitted through Griz Hub will show up on the events calendar. So keep that in mind when you're submitting. Again, all things that are submitted here will get flowed and put on the events calendar. Here's that option where you can add more event categories. You can select multiple. So for this event, I'm going to say it's a social event since it's our trivia night. And let's see. I think that's the only one I'm going to do for today. But again, you're welcome to add more categories. This one's kind of funny. This is the Perk section for, again, mainly those student-oriented events. Is there going to be free food at the event? Is there free stuff? Will students get credit upon attending? Down here, there's some additional information. So who's the primary contact for this event? So I'll put in my information for now. So this is what will show up if people have questions about the event. This is the contact that they can reach out to. So down here, are tickets required for this event? No. Is there a fee or a cost to attend? Also no. And this is where if there were tickets, you could put in different pricing. You could also, if you'd like, these are not required, but you could put in the external website for the event, maybe your Facebook page, Facebook event, your organization website if you'd like, and your general Facebook page. So I'm going to click next. And now it's going to take me to this RSVP setting. So we're going to explore this more later with Griz Hub in another video. So for now, if you are not a student-oriented event, it's important, again, that you also click that no one can RSVP. Don't worry, people will still be able to see your event on the events calendar. This just means you won't get students trying to RSVP to your faculty development training session. So I'm going to say for this, since it is a student event, that anyone can RSVP. I'm not going to mess around with this too much. Again, there'll be another video coming. I'm going to click next. This is the post-event feedback session. For now, hold off on doing anything with this. There'll be more videos to come as Griz Hub gets further developed. You don't need to click on anything. You can just click next. Here's where I can upload a photo for my event. Here's some guidelines for the images. And let's see. I saved some images a while back. I'm going to look here if I can find them. Perfect. So here's my trivia night image. I'm going to make it the right size. Ignore the date. I know it's not correct, but for the sake of this training, I thought it was a fun image. So now I will crop the image. You'll see what it looks like. Mine's a little fuzzy. It's not the best quality image that I used for today. So try and use a higher quality image if you can. I'm going to click next. This field won't pop up for you. I'm an administrator of the site, so I have the option to skip some more questions. But what yours will look like, you're going to have some additional information that you need to fill out. And this is mainly related to COVID. So hopefully in the future, we won't have to have you jump through these hoops. But for now, to keep us all as safe as possible, we need you to fill out these forms. So, are you hosting an in-person event? For me, I'm going to say, yeah, I'm hosting an in-person event. So, there's some additional information that is needed. So due to COVID, obviously, we need to be really careful about our in-person events. So if I am hosting an in-person event, I need to fill out this risk mitigation form. So if I click on this, it will open in a new window. I need to fill it out. And if I click here, that means I agree that I will fill this out. And if I have additional questions, I will contact our conference and event services office to get some support while doing so. This will open in a new window, so you can keep cruising along on this and revisit the form after you're done submitting. This next question is about food at your event. So it's important if you're having food at your event to be in compliance with the policies and procedures of our catering office. So I'm going to say, no, I'm not going to have food at my event, but that's good to know for future events. This one here is some additional information that's required by our student government. So if you are a student group, you're going to just get another field. So I'm going to say no on this one, but the next field would just give you some more information of how to make sure that your events are as risk mitigated as possible and that they are following all ASUM policies. So now here's my review for my event submission. If I need to go back and make any changes, I can do so here. And then yours will normally say that it's sent through the approval process. Since I'm an administrator, mine will be approved automatically. So I will submit. And then once your event is approved, it's going to take you to a page like this. This is where I can see kind of what the general gist of my event is looking like and where I can manage things. So if I needed to make changes, that's where I would click here, change details, and it would kind of take me back into that event submission form, and I could go in and make any changes that I needed to. So those are the basics today about our event submission process. Please reach out if you have any questions throughout this new learning curve of getting your events submitted into Griz Hub. And we're so excited that you're all part of this process with us. And we look forward to seeing all of the wonderful things you're doing on our campus. Thanks.